Guys, I just pre-ordered GTA 6. Be safe until November, guys. What do you... Be dangerous until November. What do you think they're gonna do? What are you gonna do in November? Then anything goes after November. Then my real form I unlock. You're not safe. I hope they up the price to $200 so that the poorest can't play. Wait, did you see they're locking some stuff behind the... What is it? Regular edition is like 80? I want to say 80. And then the deluxe edition's 100, right? And then there's some stuff that they're gating behind the deluxe edition. But one of them was one of the shops to customize your car. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this is just certain shops, but there are some other shops that do the same thing that you can still access. Maybe there's just more locations, or if there's straight up like making all of it be behind the $100. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But we here, the richlets, will all buy the $100 version, of course. Am I right, guys? I'm going to pay $100 so I can paint my car banana yellow. It's very important. I'll be driving around on stream and I'll be showing off my yellow car so you all know I'm a richlet. I mean, what is it that they're paywalling again? Let me see. I think there was a tattoo shop as well. They were like, oh, the tattoo shop is going to be paywalled behind the deluxe edition or something. Yeah, base price is 80, ultimate edition is 100. And then, oh my god, physical versions of it won't include a disc and will only be downloads. No, not even the deluxe version? Oh my god, I want a disc. If I have to have it on my PS5, then I want a disc. Okay, the ultimate edition gives you a 67 Rapid Dominator buggy and a Paradise Garage. A 95 Grotti Cheetah. You get an extra safe house. Wow. With a Dinka Enduro motorcycle, a Crest kayak. Wait, like an actual kayak? Or like the name of the car is gonna be the kayak? I don't know. Rapid Ganado pickup. All right, so they're giving you a bunch of things that will probably look cool, but will drive like 2 exclusive customization locations. Does this mean all the customization locations are these 2 and you can only get them with deluxe? Or are they saying there's like 2 extra that you can only get in deluxe and you can still customize elsewhere? Classic car collection, a boat. Oh, you get a his and hers version of revolvers for the 2 characters that you play as. Cute. Matching revolver for you and a girl. Oh, there's like an extra spot that you can raid. Okay. More styles of shit you can wear. Okay, so it's just cosmetic stuff for the most part. And then some vehicles, but knowing these vehicle brands that they're carrying over from GTA 5, they're probably not going to be that crazy. There's only one that's like a sports car that might be good. And everything else sounds like they're little pickups and you know, cosmetic cars. So honestly, doesn't seem that important to buy the $100 version. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Osha. You said I hate physical media. It's more stuff to dust. I like owning certain things. I'm okay with things going and staying digital if I could trust all the companies to let me access them digitally forever. That's, you know, that's the problem, is that like things have happened in the past that show that they will make stuff no longer available and then there's no way for you to access your That's the problem. If we were in this utopian world, okay, hypothetically, if that were the case, that they did make stuff forever available so long as you have purchased it, I would be fine with things just staying very digital all over the place, right? So like I don't need to physically own the game to be happy. That's not what it's about for me. It's just about the ability to access, which I think is the way most people feel. I think there are a lot of people that are like, I don't care about having the physical game if I know I can get it on all future consoles, you know, going back, right? So I do like what Nintendo is trying to do with having the emulators on the Switches. I feel like that's their start of keeping that library going. We'll see how that goes. But the problem is it's really complicated with how IP law works in gaming, especially across different countries, because it's not the same everywhere, right? But like Nintendo, they have stuff in their library, but it's a little limited. And people will be like, oh, what about this game? What about that game? They don't have the full rights to do that with all those games, you know? So they only put stuff on the emulators on the Switch that they fully 100% own, or they have 100% sign-off rights that they can do this, you know? So that's the complex part. It's like, I'd like to see all these things be available digitally forever, but how do you balance who owns what, having them all manage these things being available forever, and then having them be available on future consoles? You might have to adapt. I know that companies that are just holding an IP and aren't wanting to spend money are not going to be like, oh yeah, let me just pay to adapt this version of this game into this new console that's not even our console. Like, they're not going to do that. So there's some complexity. Something major has to change, really. At least Steam throwing stuff on PC. It's on PC, that's it. You know, which is kind of like, it's not guaranteed that it'll always be there. I actually have had games that I've owned become unavailable on Steam. And if I get rid of my download of that game, I will not be able to get it back. That's really rare, but that is still possible. But it's really rare, which is good. We'll see. At least I see Nintendo kind of making an effort. Xbox kind of, actually. Xbox has kind of made an effort. Some games that supposedly have died on 360 and aren't available since then do exist. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I'd like to just see more leaps and bounds there, but it's hard because everyone has to do their own system of that right now with the way ownership works, or IP ownership works. So I don't know. I'm surprised I could buy Lost Odyssey on an Xbox Series S. That's what I'm saying. I keep telling people, oh, you should play it. And they'll go, no, but that game died on 360. And then I tell them, no, you can play it on the new consoles. It's backwards compatible and it's on sale. You can buy it. See, immediately after that Czar type, there's no way to play Lost Odyssey. There is. If you own the newer Xboxes, you can just get it digitally. And it works. Just saying. Xbox has actually made some efforts to kind of go and like make these things available retroactively, which is good. You can also buy it on GOG and play it on PC. It runs a little weird. Well, maybe it's better nowadays, but that version a while back was running really oddly. Is it even still up there? I don't even see it on there now. Yeah, they probably took it down because it was it doesn't run well unless you're on an actual Xbox console. Look at how much lost media has occurred in the last 5 years. Yeah, I think it's sort of an impossible task to not have some media get lost. There's so much being put out there, and I don't think we need to preserve absolutely all of it, if I'm being real with you. Over the years, there's so many books that are lost as well. You can't get copies of anymore. We have record, we know they existed. Why? Because people didn't really like or need them in a lot of cases. Some of them were good things that got lost, but a lot of them were just like not that widely popular, else they probably would have persisted. And I think there's always a mix where some of the stuff that gets lost is good, but a lot of it is going to be stuff that's like a loss, but not the biggest loss. So I wonder if in the future they're going to try really hard to preserve everything, or if they're going to kind of assess, you know, what's worth saving, what's worth not. You know, I need all of the shovelware on all previous Nintendo systems on the Switch emulator. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, there's nostalgia, but I'm not like feeling a fierce need to have every single game that was on the store available to me. That's just me. But some of those games, it's okay, you know? I don't know. Look at all the stuff that's put out on Steam. If you just open your store and you start looking through what was newly released, there's so much stuff that's released that is just there's just so much released on Steam. We don't need to make great strides to make sure that it's all perfectly preserved. We really don't with a lot of these. I think it should be possible. One of the things we do on Discord, me and some friends, a lot of them will go into VC late at night and they'll just try out a lot of these free or super cheap games, and some of them turn out to be gems. A lot of them are like so garbage that I'm like, how did these people even publish this? Like, why did these people even release this, you know? It's hard to imagine why sometimes. So I would like to see that kind of stuff maybe not get preserved. I don't know. We shouldn't waste resources on some of these, is what I'm saying. Some are even viruses. Yeah, well, yeah. Some of them are kind of... There are some games where you can open them and you sort of get this vibe where you're like, this game is trying to steal my IP. Like, I just know it. This game is trying to record every click that I'm clicking. You know, you just feel it. You smell it on some of them.